Hi, everybody. So I am done all the dissection I did. I got plenty of tendons in here. I have my four chicken bone segments in there. And so we're going to go ahead and clean up. So I do want to say before that, I hope you take the opportunity to try to dissect chicken, just to look at all the different mechanical properties that are going on in that chicken leg, right? I had fun going through like all the tendons, the skin, the fascia that's holding the muscle together, the dura stuff, the matter that's around the bone itself also has a very mechanical purpose. And you could just feel like as you tear things apart, like all those things serve very important mechanical properties in the chicken and in your leg as well. And so just, realizing how many different mechanics are at play in the chicken just by dissecting it and checking out all the anatomical structures, I thought was really interesting as I was doing this. That was something I was enjoying. Okay, so as we clean up, the main thing is you want to make sure you disinfect everything that could have possibly touched the chicken. Again, it was raw chicken. It may or may not have had pathogens on it, but we want to treat it like it did have pathogens on it so that we don't get anybody sick. And so bleach is your friend here. I also have some other disinfectant spray. You guys might have that at home too, like, Lysol, Clorox spray, anything that says kills 99.9% of germs or something like that. You can make, if you just have bleach, you can make your own 10% bleach solution. But what we're going to do is the scalpel we're going to put in the sharps container. Okay, we're not going to put anything else in there other than just the sharps. A lot of this we can just throw in the trash. Anything like any other dissection tools, like if you use scissors or these tweezers, I'm going to wash, and I'm going to make sure I wash and dry really well. So you don't want to leave like metal tools wet, right? Because over time, they are stainless, but over time they still will tend to rust, especially if you use bleach, which is a corrosive agent for metal. So when you clean these, we're going to wash them with soap and water, and then we're going to go ahead and dry them off with a paper towel. So I won't use bleach on the metal just because of that. And the same thing with like this metal tray. I'm going to use this disinfectant on the metal tray. Right? I just want to make sure it gets cleaned off really well. I could go do this in soap and water as well. Our table, I'm just going to bleach the heck out of our table. Our pen that we used, I'm going to use a lot of bleach on. So I'm going to make sure this is all cleaned off. Set that to the side. Okay, even these tubes that I have stuff in, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that they get bleached off really well. That way, because I'm sure I touched them with some not quite as clean hands as possible. I just don't want to keep spreading any pathogens anywhere. I also have some tendons that I'm going to bring home so that we can talk about how you could do some mechanical testing of the chicken tendons at home. Okay, I'm going to just make sure I go ahead, bleach anything that could have touched chicken. This is not biohazard. It's just glycerol. I could throw this in the trash. Like I said, a lot of times I stick these in the biohazard box anyway, just to make sure this doesn't poke through the trash bag. But I think I'm going to go ahead and be careful and put it down in the paper towels. I'm going to take care of this trash bag myself, so the real concern I have is like when the cleaning person comes and they're like, hey, this nasty thing is poking through the trash bag, what do I do? I'm even going to bleach off our pipette controller just to be sure. Okay, so I can put those in the freezer now. Those are ready. And so then we get over to here with the bone machine. And since a lot of these parts are metal, I am going to end up taking this whole thing apart. There is a wrench for it someplace. But I don't know if I need to show you that. But then I'm going to basically take all these metal parts out, take them over to the sink, wash them really well with soap and water. Again, dry them so they don't rust at all. I'm going to take this tray out, which has all the nasty water in the bottom. I'll take it over to the sink, wash it. I'm going to put some bleach in there, and then I'm going to wash it really well with soap and water to make sure it's okay. And so that's what I'm going to basically do to finish cleaning up. Even this tool that I used to loosen these chucks, I'm going to go ahead and wash it with soap and water. Again, I just don't want any possible pathogen to contaminate anything I'm going to take out of the lab or anything like that. So that's all for today. We're going to do a good job cleaning up. I hope you guys have fun dissecting some chicken at home if you get that chance. Otherwise, we are done today, and I'm going to store those in the freezer so we can start mechanical testing soon.